Yeah.
Hi.
And we're back. Ludwig Field, University of Maryland, on behalf of the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference and First Amendment Sports. I'm Ken Marangolo, joined by Kevin Ricca.
So happy to be here. The rain is gone. The sun is out. The championship is upon us. Here we go.
Danny Phillips sticking around after the boys' game. He's joining us again for the girls' championship. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks so much for having me. See you at Looney's afterwards.
And joining us for the girls' basketball, the girls' lacrosse finals, we have Annie Hannon, alum of University of Maryland, played on this very field for a national championship. She's our girls' lacrosse consultant / expert. Aficionado. Annie, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me, Ken. It's fun to be back here at Ludwig Field. It's been years.
A lot of years.
It's been a lot of years.
A lot of years, I'm just saying. I don't know. She's talking about knee surgeries, and I'm like, whoa, take it easy. Well, we got Bishop Ireton and Good Counsel in the girls' final. Once again, to recap, we started earlier in the day, 5 o'clock face-off between Gonzaga and St. John's. The Gonzaga Purple Eagles are your 2019 boys champions. The girls champions will be decided here in a matter of minutes. Two very, very good programs. The word on the street is that this will go down to the last second, the last minute, which if you've been paying attention to First Amendment Sports championship productions all season long, you know that that's going to be what happens. We don't do blowouts, so we do have high expectations for these two teams. And just so everyone's clear, we have Annie here to help us out, help us understand why Bishop Ireton's running all the way to the other side of the field.
Back. I thought they were gone. I thought they were out of here. They heard Danny say Loonies, and they were like, let's get a seat.
Ken, I don't know if I can speak to that.
You know, I mean, is that like, that's a long run.
They're coming back, though.
I'm tired just watching them in warm-up. I mean, they have to start all the way over here on the sideline. It's a wide field already, Danny.
You know what? It definitely is. And speaking of that, Ireton is in Virginia. And I remember the last time I was there, I stopped at a 7-Eleven very close by.
Yep.
Good Counsel, Maryland represent
Yep, that's
in
right.
Olney. And I'm thinking about the Olney Ale House suddenly.
There you go.
Have we been?
I've not been there.
Oh, yes. Both places are very good.
I haven't in 7-Eleven, though. I remember the 7-Eleven by Ireton, that's for sure.
It's true.
You get a big bite and some Fritos.
When you grow up in this conference, and you know the hot spots, you know the places, you know what's up. You know, the old Good Counsel used to be the corner pub. You know, there's always a spot
That's right.
there. But, you know, it is fun to go back around and
Continental.
see those places and remember. Well, that's very true, Ken. But tonight, what we're talking about is a national level, not just local. Both these teams have been ranked in the top 25 this season. Ireton was as high as number 5 in the nation. Good Counsel had a little stint there at number 23. It looks like I got the magic headphones. I appreciate that. It was for the hookup. But look, these two teams are dominant. These teams are on a national level, and the talent we're about to see out here and witness tonight is going to be epic.
I really like what you're saying, Kevin, and I don't think about the national prominence as much. But it's incredible, and it makes me think of Subway.
Quiz. You're hungry. You can't think about anything now.
Don't say Quiznos.
By the way, I love Quiznos. Quiznos was I wish it was still around. I love toasting. It's so simple, so easy. Just toast it.
Because it went down that little
everything's better toasted. Just saying.
Whatever went through that toaster, it wasn't good to begin with, and it wasn't good afterwards either. I apologize.
Let's throw some congratulations out to
yes.
Bishop Ireton head coach Rick Sofield, Good Counsel head coach Mike Haight, two individuals who are responsible for the state of these current programs and the fact that they're both lining up opposite each other in a game with the league title on the line. Where we understand from folks who are here today that these refs, the zebras, as we call them there, Danny, that they're the best in the league. We don't expect to see a lot of laundry on the field with these guys. And I'll tell you what, one thing we always note when we come to these games for First Amendment Sports is the athleticism on display in this conference. It will be no different in this game. Just in the warm-ups, you can already tell it's a different class of high school athlete. At this level, and Coach Haight and Coach Sofield deserve a lot of credit.
And exactly right, Ken. To their credit as well, these guys, they stopped coaching teams a long time ago. these guys run programs around here. This is not a team. This is a way of life for these young ladies. They have come up in this program with these same head coaches for 4 years. This pregame warm-up, they've done it probably close to 70 times at this point. That's the cool thing to me, to see how they come out here so well prepared for a game like this, and they should be, because these two teams have played in this championship game 4 straight years and 5 of the last 6. So we're going to have a battle. They've gone at it a million times. They're about to do it again.
And thankfully, they don't have to face what the boys did at the Open, which was kind of wet, soaked, misty, rainy conditions with no sun. This is perfect. This is ideal. This looks like what the WCAC was thinking about when they drew this thing up. Good for Good Counsel in Ireton. Hopefully they will be up to the task.
On these field conditions, though, the bounce shot is going to be really where it's at, because the grass is still slick and the ball is going to be coming off the ground differently. So that's going to be your best shot to get it past these goalies.
Not a face-off, but
this is a draw.
There you go.
So in the women's game, this is called a draw. The ball is placed in between the 2 sticks, and when the whistle blows, they pull to pop the ball straight up.
So why don't you lose after you draw, huh? That's what we're doing here. I like it.
Yep.
Good Counsel is going to get the benefit of the first possession, and it's going to stay.
So that call was a check to the face. Anytime you're going to check in girls lacrosse, you need to be away from the body. So any stick that goes into the body, it's going to be a change of possession.
So you got to do a lot of stick checks.
No body checks. That's a big difference between men's and women's lacrosse.
Well, they're not wearing any pads.
No pads.
They're wearing goggles.
No.
Reminds me of McBain from The Simpsons. The goggles do nothing. You didn't even wear goggles your whole way through. That's your first Simpsons reference, by the way.
You're going to be on your own on that one.
I would say definitely that's a person on The Simpsons, but
Good Counsel working it around. Madison Flynn looking for some help. Lillian Begley inside the first.
She's looking for cutters, so.
Yep.
I mean, they're walling them off right now. Ireton played some physical defense. I know you can't check, but you can move your feet and get the right position.
It's all about body position on defense.
There it is.
Very nice save by the Ireton goalkeeper.
Good Counsel asserting themselves and maintaining possession in the offensive side.
They're being nice and patient, waiting for a good shot. Work it around. Give everybody a touch.
Megan Flannery gets the ball deep.
Right off the bat, you can notice everybody's stick skills, how they're all playing with both hands.
Yeah.
Passing and catching looks good.
Two minutes into the first half, scoreless game. Good Counsel. It's been all Good Counsel from a possession standpoint.
Oh, and that's going to be a check to the head.
See, but if if the stick is there and you saw her, she ducked her head kind of into it. Do you have to get your stick out of the way? Is that, maybe there's a questionable call. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's in the box,
They
too.
seem to be in the right position.
Yeah.
She kind of forced her way through.
She did. So there was a fine line between a charge and a foul, but here she gets the free position shot. So she gets 4 meters on either side, and the strategy is to run in as quickly as you can and get a shot off.
Great help side.
Ireton was able to affect the shot, but
I think that was Mary Margaret Quinn coming out of nowhere to stop that shot.
This is where Ireton now gets a chance to show.
A nice
maintain
nice
possession.
Transition up the field.
Yeah.
Can really see the athleticism in these girls.
A lot more free running in the girls' game, it seems. The guys were more bunched up. But there's a shot.
That was a great shot. She rolled the crease to the right hand. And
Ireton
there's
up
the bounce shot.
Early.
One shot.
Is that Riley Casey with the bounce shot? Number 7. Here comes the replay.
One shot, one
You're
goal.
right, Annie. Both sides. She's right, left, no problem.
Dips
Did
her
all the
stick.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Riley Casey, the junior.
Excellent move. And you nailed it, Annie. That was that ball. You can see it skipped. It stayed low, and it shot forward.
Yeah.
Scoreboard operator needs to give Ireton their goal. Okay, there they go. Okay. And they gave it to Good Counsel. Now it's Ireton. All right. Whew.
It's voice activated.
It's voice activated.
Well done, Ken.
Thank you.
So the players around the circle can't enter the circle until the whistle is blown.
Ireton controls.
Ooh, 14's got
Aubrey
wheels.
Williams attacking to take it all the way herself, and she's going to get herself a goal.
Very impressed by the speed there, Ken.
Yeah, she took off. She got that ball.
She got ahead of everyone.
Draw control is so important.
It's a high level of athleticism.
That stride's getting her places.
Defensive defenders got to make decisions.
Ooh, looks like she might have drew a penalty there, so I'm not sure.
They let him play.
She really capitalized off of that transition.
What we've been seeing all day, the face-off in the boys' game, the draw in the girls' game, getting that possession. So, Annie, you think we'll see pretty much for the most part the same girls on the draw most of the game?
For the most part, yeah, it's going to be the same girl every time. You might have one or two that rotate in, but if you have somebody that can consistently get the draw, you see how high her stick went there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want someone who's tall and strong in the center to take the draws.
Brianna Unta was able to bring it in. Chloe Reed. And now here's her goal scorer, Riley. Good feed inside.
And I believe Riley has committed to UNC.
Yeah, that's correct.
Play next year.
You know, I'm starting to see there's going to be a little two-lady game between Riley Casey and Aubrey Williams. Aubrey cutting to the net there. Riley found her in stride on the spot. Good play by the defense.
We got a little World Cup horn action.
Is that a Vuvuzela?
Vuvuzela, yeah.
I thought they banned those.
I thought they banned him too.
I wish they did, to be honest with you.
Megan Flanders going to bring it up, but now Ireton's back on the possession. Aubrey Williams.
She can fly, man.
They're doing a nice job pushing the ball when they have it, but then settling it when they don't. They're passing it around, giving everybody a touch.
There hasn't been a whole lot of stoppages in play. I think a lot of people who watch the girls' game are used to a lot of whistles. This has been pretty smooth.
Well, when you see athletes at this level,
sure,
the game tends to run a little bit smoother. You don't see as many whistles and stoppages.
A lot of vuvuzelas, though.
Looks like we have a...
You guys both got queued up for that last 5 seconds.
That's true.
Timeout. Timeout in the...
Sticks on the ground. Is that because you start where you stop?
You start where you stop. You know, and I believe actually that rule has changed on the collegiate level in an effort to make the game a little faster, but I don't know if that has transitioned down to the high school and youth level.
Well, let's talk real fast with a clear field, the two arcs. So we already saw one time we got the free pass there that Good Counsel was able to not take advantage of. But inside those concentric arcs, Annie, what are you focused on as a defender, and what are you trying to do as an offender?
Well, so as a defender, there's something in girls lacrosse called 3 seconds. So you have got to be guarding someone when you're inside that 8-meter arc. If you're not, the ref will blow the whistle and call a foul, and they'll go to free position shot.
So you can't just zone it up.
Can't just zone it up. Nope. It's kind of like basketball. You can't just hang out in the 8-meter arc.
And that'll be a priority for refs. That's what they're watching for almost primarily in that situation.
And part of that is a safety for the defenders because the girls aren't wearing all those pads. You know, you don't want them to be hit by a stray shot. So that's really a safety rule as well.
Okay.
Notice Danny and I being very quiet on that concentric arc.
Well, yes, Kevin. And speaking of arcs, I noticed, and Ken, please join.
Yes.
I noticed 3 suites down. I think that's suite 103. They had a little
food spread.
Yeah, it looks like it was catered.
I'm trying to understand where your head's at. I just can't seem to put my finger on it so far during this broadcast, Danny. You're mysterious.
Trying to figure out why that one was.
I think there's a Mento somewhere around here.
I mean, you told me you were going to feed me, right?
I thought you were just setting you up for easy lines.
Yeah, he meant eventually.
Yeah. Good Counsel, past the timeline. across the field pass, and they are set up to operate.
So you notice they'll really set up their offense around this 12-meter arc, which is the second larger arc of the two. And they'll pass it around, and when the ball's behind the goal, that's really a safe zone. Typically, the defenders aren't guarding you behind the goal, so that's a lot of times where you're going to set up the plays.
It's not hard to score from behind the goal, I heard.
Yeah.
Ireton's got that three-man wall. They're going to come out.
Nope.
Oh, good counsel.
Wow.
Able to maintain.
Somehow.
Caitlin Gallagher coming out of the pile.
Sophomore for the Falcons. Reset is now. What's this? How long can they hold it outside of that 12-meter?
Until someone really comes and guards them. Now, if the game is coming down to the line and they're holding the ball, the refs will force the play to go on.
Okay. Megan Flannery gets the dish in the middle, and there's too much traffic. And Ireton's coming out with speed.
Isabel Thornburg. I'd like to see her and Aubrey in a foot race, because I'm telling you.
There's the cutter.
Oh,
Emma
she was
Hare
wide
came in
open.
underneath, yeah. Right through the middle.
Looks like she needed to switch to her left hand there.
Ireton looking pretty comfortable. Up 2-0. Aubrey Williams up top. Everyone's getting in touch here.
You can see all the Ireton players clearing out a side so she can take her girl one-on-one, which she did, but there was a nice slide from the baseline on defense.
Whoa.
That was Sydney Foster, the senior
I
for
don't
the
know
Cardinals.
what that call was.
She can move.
Looks like it's going to stay. Oh, it sure
Looks
is.
like she's got an 8-meter shot. Maybe a check to the head. I don't know if I saw that.
And
Oh,
she's got
She
a goal.
converts.
Sydney Foster.
Well,
she did a nice job finishing that shot.
she
You really
all she
wanna-
did was that first step.
You really need that first step. It's all about a quick start on an 8-meter shot. You want to get
Yep.
ahead of your defenders and get as close to the goalie as possible.
It looked like for both of
Watch
those
how quickly
plays.
she comes off this line here.
Yeah, that
She
first
has a
two
nice
steps.
face dodge, get around her defender, and finishes really nicely.
I tell you, Ken, I think Bishop Ireton is showing off their athleticism.
Yep.
And they get close to that cage, they can finish, and they're doing a heck of a good job on the draws out here. What do you say, Kevin?
Well, the experience behind this Ireton team is ridiculous. The schedule they played this season, 9 top 25 opponents for this Bishop Ireton team. You know, they went about 500, but, you know, they lost 9-7 to the number one team in the nation, McDonough, who's the number one team in the nation as we speak. 6 of these opponents were in the top 10 when they played them. So, you know, they've gone up against Good Counsel for 4 years. What you're getting is a well-seasoned team prepared for any situation.
Good counsel coming down with it. Riley Casey.
And the
Inside
Oh,
feed.
that was a
What
great feed
a
into the middle.
save.
They
Or
thought they had it.
misdirection.
The first girl thought she scored.
There's a
I want to say that was Isabel. No, I'm sorry. I want to say that was Gracie Smith, who had a chance at that.
The Converse is this Good Counsel team as well, seasoned as well, guys. They played 7 top 25 teams this year. In fact, their record's 13-7. Their only losses have come to nationally ranked opponents.
Opportunity for Good counsel here. First step, and she's able to put it in
They
over
needed that.
the goalie's left shoulder. That's tough for a goalie, especially
No,
when you get that
really
good first step.
You really should finish the higher percentage of your 8-meter shots.
And at the same time, the goalies need to be quick to forget. And it's a situation of they know it's a one-on-one, and the percentages certainly go to the offensive player.
For sure.
But telling someone to be quick to forget,
Yeah.
easier said than done.
So Gracie Smith.
Yep, she was the one who got roughed up inside there. She did have a quick enough first step to convert. And Ashley Bowen goalie for the Cardinals, didn't have, hey, you're 1-0 there. So, as Annie said, you really got to convert on those if you're on offense. Look at this.
That's
Is
a
that
great,
Aubrey?
Great draw control.
Look at, she can get it ahead. I don't know if.
It was a great break by number 3.
Yeah, Riley Casey
7.
was up top. And there's the inside feed for the goal.
That was a great cut. She just hit a girl cutting right across the middle.
I want to say that was
kept her eyes open.
Brianna Unta.
Yeah, and you nailed it, buddy.
Just great vision.
The ability for them to play on the run is and look at the cutters. It's just one after the next. And when you get that one start, there she is, ahead of the defender, ahead of the stick.
That was a really nice finish.
Not a lot Casey Phelps could do on that.
I think it has a lot to do with Coach Sofield and how he trains and prepares his players. They all do everything at 110%.
Ireton with the early lead, 4-1. I'll tell you what, Aubrey Williams has given us a tutorial in these draws. A lot of offense out of the draw.
No doubt about it. And how about having 4 different ladies score the first 4 goals of the game?
Yep.
They spread the wealth, and they've got a lot of talent, obviously.
16 minutes to go. Ireton with the early lead, with possession, and with seemingly a cutter constantly making a run at the goal.
Seems like when they set up their offense, they like to work it around and give everybody a touch before they start running their plays.
The old Norman Dale.
Yep, 5 passes.
How many times are we going to pass?
Casey behind the
There's
goal
another,
again, and she's always looking for that cutter.
Another Brianna.
It's
another Brianna goal.
It's an absolute clinic by Bishop Ireton's offense. Simple quarterbacking by the UNC commit. Always finding her targets, and credit to her teammates putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, they're finishing.
Yeah, Riley Casey has a feel for the offensive side of the game. Great pass. Put the feed right where it needed to be.
I think UNC's ranked in the top 5 right now in the tournament.
No, how far along are the girls? We know the guys are just right into the quarters. Okay, and the girls are just in the first round. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so much Michael Haight can do at this point. Like you said, Danny, they're running offense so crisp. They're winning these draws. Got to give this defense a break.
Well, good Counsel keeps losing their cutters. They need to stay tight on defense.
It seems like Ireton is just constantly making a charge. Good hustle there from
Well, the big difference, too, is Ireton's controlling the draws. And once you get that draws, you can start up the play from there.
Lauren Gerald on the defensive hustle there. Getting the ball, winning possession back for her team.
A lot of open field. Unable to corral it, and here comes Ireton. The lead for Brianna, but she's got to be gassed.
Yeah, that pass, I think she was getting a little too cute there. Let's see if Ireton can get the ball back with a tough ride here.
Good Counsel needs to put something up on the scoreboard here. Oh, once again, there they are. They're able to maintain possession.
Coach Michael Haight's an active member of the Good Counsel Hall of Fame. He was the class of 2017. At one point, this coach won 101 out of 102 games.
Wow.
I mean, he had 21 D1 recruits about 6 years ago. He's inside lacrosse, ranked as one of the most dominant programs in the nation. Good Counsel's not used to being down 5-1 10 minutes into a championship game.
Yeah, Kevin, I had the opportunity to coach at Good Counsel with Coach Haight. I was obviously coaching the boys team, and he was coaching the girls team. It was about one season, and we got to know each other. We shared a field, whatnot. This was the school that was in Wheaton, obviously best known for the Roy Rogers, which used to be across the street. But
You nailed that one.
let's not.
Which later became Savannah's.
No.
Oh, you're talking about a different Roy Rogers.
No, it's Pollo something, yeah.
Oh, yes. But with the same floor, I believe. Yeah. But go ahead, Danny.
No.
Coach Haight. You and Coach Haight shared a field together.
I tell you what, just working with him for a few months, he taught me a lot about preparation and how to motivate these young student athletes. And he's been doing it quite a long time.
Since 2002, man.
And he is also a chemistry teacher at Good Counsel. He's a very smart guy, heck of a family, and he's won numerous championships here. If any coach can come back from a 5-1 deficit, it is Coach Haight.
A lot of traffic, a lot of physicality there on the sidelines. We got to stop and play.
A timeout.
Tess Moore was able to, we got a little bit roughed up there and possession changed. 5-1, 12:46 to go in the first half. Good Counsel up against it. They don't look scared, guys, and I think that's probably a testament to Coach Haight.
They do look pretty relaxed out there, and what Coach Haight is probably telling them is, hey, we just got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. Once we get the ball across the midline, let's get a couple good passes, let's look for our cutters, and let's make sure we are feeding the ball on a rope, meaning a straight pass, eye level. So I think they're certainly right in this, but at the same time, Kevin, if Ireton gets the next goal, momentum is obviously with them, but it could just keep.
It could snowball.
No doubt. And momentum can also come on the defensive end. I like what Annie said when she said, you got to stay in front of these cutters. Now, it's easier said than done with the quickness and athleticism of some of these young ladies, but that's obvious because it's been wide open. The feed's been right there, and it's been easy. Some of the goals have been too easy.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly what he's saying. Let's gain some momentum on the defensive side, and let's put the ball in the net on the offense. Let's get back in this. Hey, if anyone can look up to Coach Hayes, we've been there before. I don't think that's going to be the problem.
Well, and it really does start with the draw control, and right now Ireton's controlling
I was
the
just going to say
so Good Counsel really needs to step it up on the draw and come up with some of these balls.
If Aubrey continues to dominate the draws like she has been doing, you'll be hard-pressed to see Good Counsel fight their way back into the game.
But it's still early on. There's plenty of time, and it could be a little case of the jitters, too. This is a big game and big field, big stadium, lots of fans. So maybe they need a little time to settle in and relax.
Absolutely. You got to get through that first 10 minutes.
Mary Margaret Quinn.
Come out on top. Settle in.
But also credit to Ireton. They haven't been making mistakes. And it's up to Good Counsel to put a little pressure on them.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're undefeated in conference play this year. They are an extremely talented group.
Tess Moore, Ashley Bowen. Playing a little two-man game now. They're going to go out, get it out wide. Ireton looking to possess the ball here.
Both teams have been really aggressive all over the field. You can see them riding the defense as they're trying to clear. And they're relentless.
There's your interception.
Defensive
Looks
momentum.
like Emily King working her way, and she's going to get a shot, and she's going to get a score.
That was a great shot.
What a play.
And that's what Good Counsel needs. She stepped in front of that ball, Champ Bailey style, Sean Taylor style. There's the pickoff right here. Looking for Brianna.
This is exactly what you guys were talking about. A defensive goal here.
And if you watch her go in, she's going to switch and use her left hand. It's a really great shot.
Keep it low.
Keep it low.
With goalie having to look through two defenders. Ashley Bowen had a hard one there, and then you're going to hope that a couple times it looked like the Good Counsel goalie was caught out, and they were able to actually catch the pass from behind the goal to essentially allow an open goal shot for Ireton the last couple times.
But at this level, everybody should be using both your right and left hand. And that's going to differentiate your good players from your great players.
Are you natural righty or natural lefty?
Natural righty.
But they probably had the book on you, so you probably had to play lefty a whole lot on this field.
Well, I spent 2 years injured, and I spent 2 years on the wall playing wall ball.
Okay.
And it really does. Stick skills is so important in the women's game. It's much more of a finesse game than the men's because of Oh.
Riley Casey.
She's got that move down pat, doesn't she? She's worked on that once or twice.
But once again, the Aubrey Williams show, getting everything going. She was able to get it all the way downfield. Here she is feeding Riley. You think she probably wanted to maybe get that ball a second earlier to get a shot, but no matter. She's able to make separation.
Rolled around the crease and cut her defender off.
That's athleticism. That's one-on-one, right? And that's just one guy, being a little bit quicker to the goal than the other.
Sometimes I've been around and I've had the pleasure to coach players who were just unguardable. And it's up to the other coach to figure out how to stop them.
Well, they're going to need to start double-teaming her behind that goal or start pressuring her behind the goal.
Yeah, you can't let her have that space anymore. She's proven.
It looks like her first step is faster than whoever's guarding her.
Aubrey Williams again. Good Counsel has changed up the draw. I think that was
with the draw.
Gracie Smith taking a shot at it. Ireton controls.
Good poise, good composure. Looks like there might be a timeout.
What are they calling here? There's a 3-second call.
Is there a cat on the field?
I believe that was a 3-second call.
They let the clock run for that?
That clock doesn't
I didn't hear
stop.
what that call was, but I think you might be right, Ken. I think they did call 3 seconds, which means the girl was alone in the arc without guarding anyone. She's looking for that feed again. She has cutters.
Yeah, they're running that wheel play.
Yep.
Everyone, look at, there's the cutter right there.
They really
and
are running a clinic on offense.
Isabel Thornburg was the 4th or the 5th cutter on that play. But the referees call that off.
No goal.
Did they call a crease violation on
Might have
that?
called a crease one. I think that's what they called. We got a yellow card.
She didn't like the call.
Yellow card. That would be a 2-minute penalty. 2-minute penalty. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we are 12v11.
12v11. Good Counsel working it up the field. Lillian Begley. She's across the 8 meter. She's looking for a shot, not unable to get it. Good Counsel trying to cut this to make this a three-goal game. Kayla, are you looking to maybe? Nope. I thought she was going to try to get her shot.
Seems like right now Good Counsel can't get in a groove in their offense. They're all trying to take their girl one-on-one, whereas Ireton's hitting cutters and moving the ball, passing it around.
Yeah, offense seems way easier on the Ireton side of the field.
This free position shot needs to be buried by Good Counsel to make it 6-3.
Gracie Smith got the job done last time. She exploded, but Brianna Anta. Oh, wow, it went in. Okay.
Defender got a stick on it, but made it its way past the goalie.
I'll tell you, Gracie Smith's first step is nothing but quick. Watch her explode here. Great effort. How'd that get in there?
Did she also take the draw?
Yes. Good Counsel gave her a chance. Aubrey Williams still was able to control, but the Good Counsel is switching it up a little bit, and it looks like she's going to be back up there again. I'll tell you what, guys, this is awesome. Our first opportunity to be involved in the girls lacrosse game after doing to close out a season in our inaugural season with the WCAC. We just want to say thanks to Steve Colantoni and the WCAC, and thanks to these schools for having us, cutting our teeth on the girls' game. Made it a little bit harder there for Aubrey Williams, but Ireton is still able to control, and she's got it back.
And they've really capitalized on these draw controls because it seems like they've scored several times.
Looks like a This is going to be a free position shot, 8 meter. Good Counsel with a, looks like a cross check to the body.
Yeah, I think that was a push on the defense. So it's going to give her another opportunity.
I would expect Ireton to score here.
We'll see.
Now, this isn't the best angle. So she decided to pass that rather than shoot. She didn't have a great angle to the goal.
I meant
Chloe Reed playing a little team ball there.
when I said score here, I meant, at some point.
At some point. At some point.
Come on.
Emma Hare checking in, cutting across. She's going to get it.
Looks like we are back to 12 and 12, Ken.
Yep. Even up. Riley Casey.
Let's see if they run some of that or let her get number 3 on the same exact play. Here we go.
When her feeds are on, they're very pretty.
Casey Phelps was able to step in front of that one. She's feeling good, and that Good Counsel was able to get it ahead.
Oh, but they missed an opportunity.
Sydney Sweeney, senior for the Falcons, unable to corral it. Possession's going to change. And here comes Isabel.
Good Counsel's doing a good job putting the pressure on in the middle of the field. Need to step up their defense on the end down here.
7.5 to go, down by 3. Ireton's got to feel like they got the better of this first half, but Good Counsel's not far away from making the second half a whole lot more interesting. And again, it's just going to have, like Aubrey Williams has put a stamp on this game that's just hard to ignore at this point in time.
Ken, I absolutely agree. And if I watched the first half of this game,
there she is with the ball. You'd come away thinking, she's creating for herself, and she's creating for everyone around her. And great stop by Casey Phelps.
You'll notice a lot of times that Ireton's clearing out one side so they can allow the girl with the ball to go one-on-one.
Ken, what I was going to say was it seems like Ireton has more than 6.
Yeah, no, exactly. You'd think that they were up by more. Good Counsel's playing real tough. And the difference in the game would just have to be is the draws at this point in time.
I do think since their timeout, though, Good Counsel stepped it up.
Absolutely on the defensive side. Ever since Gracie Smith had that pick score.
Going to call that against
Seems like
Aubrey.
they got a little hop in their step. We haven't seen any free cuts. We've seen ladies moving their feet and getting into position.
Now let's see if Good Counsel can find their groove on offense here. They're doing a lot of standing. They need to get the ball moving, get up behind the goal, and look for cutters.
It doesn't seem like there's been as much movement on Good Counsel's offense as there have been when we've been watching Ireton work on offense.
Yeah, it's a little stagnant. Now, granted, we've got to give credit a little bit to Ireton's defense. There's some...
Absolutely.
Oh, and that was a great shot.
A great feed, great shot. Gracie Smith with a hat trick, keeping her team alive.
I'm interested in watching the Ireton defenders. It seems like they're inside the arc for more than 3 seconds, and they're not guarding anybody.
Great play there.
Oh, and that was a really nice finish.
You know what Good Counsel reminds me of? They're just kind of hanging around.
Yeah.
Hanging around.
6'4", man.
You got to be careful, a team like that.
Oh, this is a game.
Hanging around.
We're talking about them being a little stagnant on offense. They run a little pick. They wall off 2 ladies. When you got someone that can finish like that, Gracie Smith, that was a rocket to the top right corner. Off just a little cut and pick. That was a great looking play.
Ken, can you name the movie with Matt Damon playing cards?
Rounders.
And who was playing, was it George Malkovich?
John.
Yep.
KGB.
Oh.
Teddy. KGB.
Yeah, you must have watched it recently.
Were you going to tie this into something somehow, or we just
no? Because that's what he's saying.
Aubrey Williams once again
hanging around.
Yeah, that's true. There we go.
I was trying to get it, and you guys were all.
You're right. I didn't pull that.
Yeah, you guys were all business. I'm still at Roy Rogers and Wheaton.
I mean, the difference in this game is draw controls.
Yeah.
Ireton is getting it every time.
Megan Flannery had a chance there. Good Counsel continues to cycle around, trying to find something that works against Aubrey.
That's her spot behind the goal. She likes it. She's comfortable there. She's going to look for cutters. She also looks to run her defender around that crease.
So if she gets the ball back, where would this double? Where would the double come to?
From the closest defender.
Wow.
Good control.
That is just
amazing play. I believe that was Sydney Foster with the goal.
Yes. Riley Casey with the incredible feed.
Amazing athleticism, coordination, execution.
I will say the athleticism of these girls, the stick skills, the speed is just amazing, and it's really cool to see how the game has changed over the years.
That ball was thrown before she was open.
Yeah, no, and I don't even think she was open.
There was two cutters occupying space. You could see how they froze for a second. It was almost like a dummy cut, like you said earlier, and then you see the backside come through. I mean, I'll tell you right, it's an offensive clinic on these last few possessions on both sides of the field.
But Good Counsel's hanging around.
Down by 3, 7-4. We got just under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Draw control.
Let's see if Good Counsel can come up with that.
That's the
Good
first.
Counsel finally able to put it together on the draw, getting it upfield.
Good patience. Didn't have numbers. Came off a nice set piece the last time down. Great cut.
Gracie
Good
Smith
feed.
inside. Gets it out to herself. Good dish. And then
wow.
Falcon goal.
Counsel came to
I
play.
believe that was Kayla.
Brianna, right? I mean,
Kayla.
Kayla. What's Kayla? Nice
Ryu.
play, Kayla.
Gracie Smith
Going to do a
attacking.
nice face dodge. Get by her defender.
I mean,
a
they
nice hard
almost.
shot
When
Wow.
you
right in the top corner.
When you compare these offenses, you have Ireton, which is attacking from the wing and from X, and you have Good Counsel, which is attacking from up top. And defensively, for the most part, both teams are sliding adjacent, but Ireton is just really doing it, and Good Counsel, hey, we're right there with 4 minutes left.
2-goal game. Can they get back-to-back draws? Aubrey Williams says, I don't think so. But, ooh. They're going to call a dangerous play, taking out the legs.
Both girls pop right up.
Yep, thank goodness. Never want to see any injuries on a day like this. Here comes Ireton. Here comes Aubrey.
That's where they like it. They like to start everything but from behind the goal.
Seems to be working.
The head of her stick, what color do you think that is? Turquoise, teal? Don't say navy, Kevin.
I'm not saying anything.
It's turquoise. It's got to be turquoise.
You think it's UNC colors?
I was going to say UNC
You think
colors.
so? Tar Heel blue?
That's definitely Tar Heel blue.
I can't.
Sydney looking for somebody.
I think it's important that we talk about that.
Well, that's where she's heading, isn't it?
Yes.
Aubrey Williams attacking.
Moving pick.
That might be a shooting space call.
And, ooh. I thought we were going back the other way there.
Chloe
Yes.
Reed.
Nope.
Chloe
No.
Reed with a chance here.
Got a free position.
She tries to roll it in.
Big save.
They're going to, initially they said Ireton ball, but I think she's reversing the call, and I think she's right. I do believe Gracie Smith was closest to that, and she absolutely should win it.
You never see a ref apologize.
The referee apologized.
I like that.
And she
Lot
got it
of
right.
respect.
We always want to see if the referee corrects themselves, make sure they get it right, and they did that time. Here comes good counsel. Loose ball. Ireton comes up with it.
It was not the time for that play.
Wow, that was a great ground ball.
Under 2 minutes to go. First half. Ireton with the ball up by 2. Playing a little bit of possession on the defensive side right now.
Good Counsel's doing a great job of pressuring on them up the field, making it difficult to clear.
Yeah, it's become evident the pregame or the early game jitters run the defensive side as well as the offense. Now they've settled in. You know, you're a stop and score away from it being a one-goal game. It felt at one time, guys, that Ireton was winning this game by 12 goals.
No, it doesn't feel as one-sided right now.
Good step by Aubrey. I thought she might have had a chance there.
Are we 12 on 11? It looks like this good counsel player is in the box.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think we're even up.
I think she's just ready to go, ready to sub.
You can see good counsel started guarding Casey Riley behind the goal.
Yep.
They're not letting her have that pass anymore. They're going to put a little more pressure on her, see if they can stop her.
There's Coach Haight making a move. They're making a
46. We have 46.
Game clock change.
I think it's just like a town crier clock adjustment. I'm not certain if we're actually going to type that. Oh, we did.
They did. They changed it. That's good. That's good on University of Maryland.
We got a little of both there. I appreciate it.
Referee managing all aspects of the game from the field down there.
I like the management of this game so far.
Another interception.
Defense.
Long way to run. 39 seconds.
See if they can cut the lead before the half.
Emily King has been the spark plug for the Falcons today.
There's Gracie Smith with the ball. "20 seconds to go in the first half. Good Counsel would feel a whole lot better about things if they were only down 1. They're going to call that 3.
I don't know what that call was.
Yeah,
pull the defender out.
I was hoping for some clarification from you.
We can't hear. We couldn't hear the call.
Yeah.
I think that must have been a 3-second call.
Ireton able to get possession back, and now they're moving. 10 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to try to get the ball upfield faster. Riley. She just
It looks silly.
a little bit of a desperation, but hey, you know what?
It looks silly, but you know what? She's
making it happen.
Yeah, she's
Put a
smart.
shot on.
She's smart, and she knows what she's doing. There's nothing else to do with the ball.
We got 1 half under our belts, 5 minutes for halftime. We're going to come back here at the beginning of the second half and bring you the 2019 WCAC Girls Lacrosse Championship. We'll see who comes out with the league title between Ireton and Good Counsel. Thanks for joining us on First Amendment Sports. Thanks for hanging with us all day long on Championship Monday. We'll be back. Second half about to be underway. We got a 7-5 game. Ireton with the 2-goal lead, and guys, it's been all Ireton on the draw, which has led to instant offense. Aubrey Williams is the story of this game. Her as well as her junior teammate Riley Casey, number 7 for Ireton, 7-14, dominating. But Good Counsel has been doing it with a variety of players. We've noticed number 10 for Good Counsel, Gracie Smith, has been the sophomore making a mark on this game, and it looks like, no, she's not going to be out there for the draw. Looks like Good Counsel is going to continue to try to find somebody that can go against Aubrey on the draw. But Annie, at what point, what kind of maybe an adjustment you might make for Good Counsel? I mean, they're only 2 goals down, so they're not out of it.
I mean, like I said, it all comes down to draw controls. They need to find a way, whatever it is, to get these draws, because that's where the play happens and that's where it starts. You need possessions, you need opportunities to score, and it all starts from the draw.
Kayla Ryu is going to get a shot here against just a dominating force on this day. Aubrey Williams, the junior.
It's amazing to watch the women's game evolve, though, because just the skills that these girls have, I mean, just keep improving over the years.
And there she is again, Aubrey, getting out front, getting the loose ball. Sydney ahead of everybody. She's going to pull it out.
Very
and
smart.
now, yeah, there you go. Down to Brianna's got the ball. Ireton settles. Working their offense. Based on what we've seen in the first half, we would expect them to work it around to number 7 behind the goal.
Let's see if Good Counsel. Nope, they're not guarding her right now behind.
Yeah, Annie, I'm surprised by that. Are you?
I am. I think, they need to put pressure on her. She's hitting open cutters. She's taking a girl one-on-one. There's another great shot. And I think they need to pressure her. Stop those shots. It's a lot harder to make a pass when you have a stick in your face.
Ireton maintains possession. And now they got someone stepping out on her a little bit. There's another cutter.
There's
Sydney.
another.
What a play.
Sydney Foster. Multiple goals in this game.
Hat trick on the books for Sydney Foster.
Flashing, showing. And again, Danny, we talked about it in the first half. A lot of these passes, they're being made just prior to the player becoming open. I mean, it's amazing.
It really is, and the anticipation that the feeder is displaying is, it's pretty incredible, and that just speaks to all the practice and the years of playing with each other. So it's really great to see, but at the same time, Bishop Ireton is winning 8-5.
Well, Casey Riley's really dominating their offense, and at this point, if I were Good Counsel, I'd maybe start to think about denying her the ball, not letting her even get the ball behind the goal.
Putting someone on Riley.
I agree with you, Annie. Make it more difficult. Don't let it be so easy. Get a stick out there in her face. I mean, she's feeding uncontested, and you got to do something to make it more difficult.
So it looks like that was an illegal draw. So Good Counsel came up with the ball.
I mean, I think Aubrey's draw skills are illegal. Period. They should be illegal. She doesn't ever lose, and now Good Counsel's operating. Megan Flannery up top with the ball.
Forced it.
Ireton can afford to.
Looks like they're riding the clear again.
The
At
clock's
this point, they're sending a player out
there. You go.
to hit the goalie. Now Good Counsel's job is to lock on and not let her get a pass.
Now you're starting to see
a good job of it.
Now everyone's got to come all the way back. Look who came all the way back. Riley Casey. She's got a long way to go to get back to her spot. Loose ball. Good Counsel's late to see it.
You know what? Ireton's handling the pressure really nicely. They maintain possession.
Ireton on the attack, up by 3. We've been in control of the game for the most part. As Danny said before, the Good Counsel just kind of hanging in there. But it seems like when Ireton needs one or wants one, they're able to get one.
They're so patient. They're just it's like a professional squad. You know, they know what their deal is. They know how to do it. They've done it together, and there's no panic in this team.
And just like the boys' game and all the sports we cover, these girls play with each other year-round, right? They're on a variety of different leagues, summer leagues, spring leagues, winter leagues. Obviously, they all wear the same colors when they play for their school, but they know each other's game, and that's evident when you see these passes.
Looks like Casey Riley drew the foul. Is going to get a free position shot, though she doesn't have the best angle here, so let's see if she'll take it in.
Will she
or
pass
look
it?
to pass it.
Yeah, will she pass it down low?
She could.
I think she's showing she wants to shoot, but there's the pass. And she wanted the comebacker.
Look for it back.
The give and go.
The old give
and she had it. They had
give and go, yeah.
Good Counsel getting the ball upfield. I'll tell you what, Lillian Begley, she was moving up there for a second there, but Ireton able to close down. Long passes haven't been super successful today, Annie. There's been a lot of athletic step-ins and interceptions. So more airing to the side is safety. There's Begley.
And you know what? The conditions don't make it that favorable either, because when it is wet, it does become more difficult to pass and catch.
You wouldn't know it, though, the way these guys are playing. That Tess Moore, we can't see from the other side of the field. Good Counsel able to regain possession on their side. I believe that's Kayla Ryu. She's able to hold on to it.
Good Counsel really is doing a great job pressuring the clears, looking for those turnovers, and you can see that's just what happened.
Feet inside, picked off. Mally McFarland, I believe that is down in defense.
Good Counsel has had some success with this defensive pressure.
With this ride on the goalie.
Well, you
really
got to, right?
To pass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at this point in the game, you can't leave it out there.
But you know what? Ireton's handling the pressure, too. They're doing a nice job staying composed and passing the ball up the field.
Madeline Klunder making her way. She's now making a nice pass in.
Oh,
behind the back from Riley Casey. An extremely amazing highlight play. Let's get that replay.
Wow.
Looks like one pass.
Madeline Klunder was able to get it up. A very nice, advancing the ball in, and then look at this dish.
Two pass.
She was wide open.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Turquoise stick and all.
She's fired up.
Yes, she is. 7. I mean, listen, she had 7 points in last year's championship. She was just trying to put a little exclamation point on this year's, apparently.
How many points does she have today?
I'm telling you, that's her 3rd goal, so a hat trick on the behind-the-back goal, and she has a minimum of 4 assists,
wow.
I believe. I think we're back to 7, but like I said, with a little flair, a little pizzazz, and you could see how far that was awesome.
I mean, Good Counsel's got to find a way to shut her down. That's the only way they're going to win this game.
Draw control, Ken.
I mean, you got to believe Aubrey Williams can do what she's done pretty much all game long. Goes her way. Ireton controls. And Riley Casey has got the ball, and she's working to her spot behind the goal, and now she's cutting in front. She got a shot off. Looks like Casey Phelps was able to affect that shot.
See what the call is here, but I know one call is that's right. It's Riley Casey has got some adrenaline pumping through her veins right now.
She's feeling it for sure.
She's not done yet, but what a pass!
Oh,
she's got the vision, the speed, the knack to put it in the
I
back of the net.
thought that was Ireton's ball. Looks like they gave it to Good Counsel.
And she's got the highlight of the day.
This is Lauren Gerald, I think, coast to coast. No, that's not true. Sorry, I apologize. That's Madison Flynn.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what that call was.
So when they call the 3 seconds, they make the defender come out.
The defender has to go behind the girl.
That was on Tess Moore. Begley on the side. She's going to get a feed inside, and the defense was right on her. I want to say that was Mary Margaret Quinn.
Definite push right there, Ken.
She should get a free position shot right here.
This will be from
Josephine.
Yeah, this will be from a good angle, too.
Yeah, for a goalie, this is one of the toughest spots to stop it from.
See if she can get a quick first step. Aubrey Williams had a hand in that defense.
Oh, no.
Ireton running. Want to give a shout out to the squad from Rancho Bernardo. Coach Catherine Simmons, we appreciate you guys checking us out and watching this game. I'm sure if you guys were in the booth here, you would be killing it. But we are enjoying WCAC girls lacrosse today, and these girls are putting on a show, and we're so once again thankful to all the programs giving us a check out.
That's really cool. Thanks for listening in, guys. We appreciate that a ton. And the support from the team and the coach. We might not be getting a ton of that from maybe someone in our division,
that's
but
all right.
You know what? We're doing the best we can up here, and we're digging it. And the first time I've come out of my chair all day long, almost through the window, is young Miss Riley getting things done out there, and that was just incredible.
Aubrey Williams up top.
Looks like they're clearing out the side for her, so you can see her taking her girl one-on-one. She had a whole lane to the goal.
And was shut down. Lillian Begley was able to shut it down. That's Brianna. And she's going to start with it.
She drew the foul. Now at this point, she's got to make a pass before she shoots. She's going to take it in and look for some cutters. Maybe number 14 up here on top.
Aubrey.
Oh.
Did that hit the post? Or was that?
I think that did.
Which is a save.
No, I think that hit the pipe.
She really wound up.
That was a laser beam.
Gracie Smith. For good counsel getting it up to, who is that? That's Lauren Gerald. Opposite side of the field at dusk.
She's got a trailer.
Ireton is making a little bit of a concerted effort. You can tell they're feeling like they better not let good counsel all the way back into this, because with 15 minutes to go in a 4-goal game.
Yeah, championship level lacrosse and talent. There's not going to be much separation. Good counsel's not going anywhere.
Once again, try to feed it into the middle. A lot of traffic, unable to do it. They were able to get it back.
I think they called a crease violation on that. Ball goes to Ireton.
Yep.
Here's the pressure on the clear again.
Madeline Klunder once again getting it to Riley Casey. A little bit of a miscommunication and mishandle there. But number 7, no problem for her. Little pop-up to Brianna. Unable to get a shot off.
Immediate cut and find. Good defense.
I mean, Ireton is relentless.
Great play by Emily King, moving her feet to get to the spot, coming up with the ball. I really like her game.
See if good counsel can make something happen here. Cut the lead to 3.
A lot of hustle. Here comes Julia West. In front of...
There's been a lot of back and forth. It'd be nice to pass it around once or twice and slow it down a little bit.
Stoppage of play.
I tell you, Ken, on the other end with good counsel's defense, I do believe they are ball watching, and they've got to keep their head on a swivel and just make sure they see the ball and they absolutely know where their man is.
This is the shot, though, right, Annie? This is the one you want.
Yep, this is it.
Lillian Begley able to convert.
And she finishes.
We got a 3-goal game with 13 and a half minutes to go. Good Counsel, and the sideline erupts. Ireton talking to themselves out by midfield. Here it is once again. Good first step.
Off stick.
Off stick high. That's the toughest shot to save.
Here it goes. I think Good Counsel. It looks like they're sending out Madeline Rudolph for the draw.
Yeah, going to switch it up a bit.
You got to find some way to come up with this.
Aubrey.
Relentless.
And it's
Just
Ireton
amazing.
again.
Good defense again by Good Counsel. Regaining possession with numbers and runners. But they're unable to keep the ground. You know what?
Looks like they're going to maintain possession.
They're going to maintain possession. Okay, that's what I wasn't sure about. They worked so hard. Ireton's got to play some tough D here. Don't want to make this a 2-goal game if you're Ireton, that's for sure.
That was a nice look, but it looks like Good Counsel on offense is clogging the middle a little bit. They could use a little help spreading it out, passing the ball around, clearing out on one side, making those one-on-one opportunities.
2 cutters. Neither of them able to get their stick on the ball. They retain possession. Begley out wide right. He's going to make her run.
Give credit to Ireton's defense, though, because they're pretty relentless. They're sliding. They're making the right slides.
You get the feeling this is a huge possession for Good Counsel. It's going to be a turning point. If they can cut this thing down to 2 at the 10-minute mark or less. You know, they haven't been that close in the last 2 years in this championship game. But 2 years ago in 2016, there was a 1-goal game. At some point, the program says that we've had enough. We've lost 4 years in a row to these guys in the championship. Let's find that extra gear.
I mean, the game has felt a little one-sided towards Ireton, but Good Counsel's hanging in there.
I mean, they score here. It's a 2-goal game.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's a little bit of little deliberation here. Patience. There it is, right in the middle, and then they're not
open cutter,
able.
but she wasn't able to finish it. You really need to finish that shot.
I believe that was also Madeline Rudolph. A lot of size in the middle for Good Counsel.
They're going to keep possession.
Josephine Bauer working inside, working back out.
Josephine Bauer is convinced that was a goal. I think we saw a little celebration.
Still seems like Good Counsel's offense just crowds the middle. They need to find a way to spread it out so there's an opening for someone to go to goal.
Ireton is 10 and a half minutes and 10 and a half minutes out, 3 goals up, and they're pushing. Once again, there's Brianna.
Oh, what a feed.
I mean, execution. It's one thing for the player to be open, but it's another thing for them both to execute, going full speed.
Well, she has to corral the ball with the right. She brings it back to the left.
Identifies.
Goes and gets it on the move. Stops on a dime.
Anna Kate Gately in the right place at the right time.
Well, and I like how you said execute, because they are executing. They're not missing shots. They're finishing every opening, and that's the difference in this game.
Looks like the Ireton girls really trust each other, and you can tell with their passes. The anticipation And it seems like all those girls, offense and defense, they can put that ball in the back of the net.
Kevin, as a former point guard, I'm sure you were always happy. I mean, an assist only happens if the guy you pass to makes the shot.
Absolutely. I was always taught a better pass was, a great pass is better than a good bucket. And right here, that right there, to catch that ball from behind, stop on a dime, switch hands, and deliver the feed to the front of the crease for the goal. Yeah, you make a play like that, you expect it to be in the back of the net.
That's right.
I'm telling you, absolutely.
She deserves the point.
Without a doubt.
And that's something really cool about how Ireton is playing is that a lot of their goals have come off of assists. So they're really playing as a team.
Absolutely.
Good Counsel scrapping. Gracie Smith comes up with it. Aubrey Williams, she's not going to go down easy when it comes to these draws, and she was in it till the end. Good Counsel down by 4 again. Under 10 minutes to play in this championship game.
Things can change quick, though, because this is still a game. Nobody's out of it.
Right in front.
This is what we're talking about, guys.
Ooh, Bishop Ireton's getting the ball back.
That was great hustle because she beat her defender to the ball to gain possession.
Yep.
You can't waste opportunities.
No, that should have been.
That was a tough pass.
Looks like we have a hit to the head.
That's going to be an 8-meter shot if it is.
That's a tough turnover because it was a roll pass.
It looks like the goalie might be getting a yellow card. No,
the goalie came out. It was the goalie who made the contact.
It was her foul, so she has to go behind.
And then she did. It was inadvertent, but that doesn't matter. It's what it is.
So this should be a shoe-in here.
Don't say it.
Watch out for the pipe.
I've been in this position before, and it's almost harder.
You're looking at a wide open goal.
Because for the first time, you're actually thinking about it.
Yep, you're thinking about it.
It turns into a 3-goal game. Look at that. You're just looking at a wide open goal. You got people about to run as fast as they can at you.
And that was a careless foul by the goalie. You really don't want to make that play.
It was a tough pass. I mean, the pass, I believe it was Madeline Kluner who tried to roll pass it into the goalie because she thought she was able to. And hats off to Good Counsel for fighting for it and creating a loose ball play.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Caitlin Gallagher, like we talked about, that's like the old 6-inch putt. Like it's the knee knocker when it's for the final.
That's
right. She stepped up and delivered when they needed it.
Well, and Good Counsel has been riding that clear all game, and at that point it paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. That goal is big credit to the riding ability of the Good Counsel offense.
I've seen a couple different formations on the draw too, Annie.
Yeah, different people do it different ways. You can push or you can pull. It just depends on someone's preference. I always think pulling gives you a little more leverage, but it's really whoever's preference.
Ireton going to work some clock here, I would imagine. At least try to get into a set, get the ball deep. And if they do, and when they do, I should say, get that ball down to Riley Casey behind the goal. It would be interesting to see if Good Counsel is going to deer up.
You'll notice how they're spreading the field.
They're not.
In the past, their offense has been kind of aligned around the 12-meter arc, but now.
There she goes.
And she finishes again.
Will not be denied.
She's fantastic.
I guess that's why you might not send the defender out to her, because now she's just got to beat that one person.
Or maybe you send the double.
So
there should have been a slide here at this point if she's going to go past. So this girl at the top should slide down. There was no help on that. There was no help on that play.
I think with an athlete with her ability, you're looking at a situation of you can either try to shut her off with your best athlete, so deny her the ball. You can slide early to her. But at the same time, if the ball gets in her stick, I do believe she has the weapons around her and her teammates for them to finish the job. I think I'm looking at Bishop Ireton. I think they're a very, very solid offense.
There goes Aubrey again. going her way, as it seems to have been all night.
I'd like to see the draw control statistics for this game.
It's going to be off the chart. In fact, it's a 4-goal game with 7.5 minutes to go, and there's a lot of time to play. But you're really talking about Riley Casey and Aubrey Williams for Bishop Ireton, really driving this game.
And they're spreading the field again. They have the clock in their favor.
Both juniors, both coming back for a senior season for this Bishop Ireton program.
That was a careless pass to the middle.
You can hear the groan of the crowd. They understand that is not how we play lacrosse here. This is not how we've done what we've done. That was the culture has spread.
That was a check to the body.
There's
and another one.
Yep.
And here comes Riley Casey.
I don't think they're going to be in any hurry here whatsoever.
No. I mean, this ball is going to end up as far away as it possibly can from the Ireton goal.
Good Counsel's going to have to dig deep, play some tough D here, but you can see they're winded.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's time. They really need to pressure the ball and get the ball back because it's about possessions at this point.
It's like,
and there's a yellow card.
It's going to be on Blair Guy.
We got a 2-minute penalty, ladies and gentlemen. 12 on 11.
Was that a dangerous follow-through? Is that what they called?
Yes, I believe so. Did you hear that?
Getting a good mic.
I didn't hear that.
It's on 3. It's on 3. But I don't think it was on 3.
I don't think it was on 3.
It looks like it's on number 5.
Yep.
6:03.
Oh, they're trying to change the clock. That's right.
There we go.
Yep.
Thank you.
6:03, she said.
Yeah.
I think she might have followed through with her shot into another player at that point. That's why the ball has changed possessions to Good Counsel.
This is straight team ball. The crowd and the First Amendment Sports is playing. We appreciate it. We're all in this together.
For the people,
trying
by
to
the
figure
people.
this out. Yeah, absolutely. Looks like there they go. They got the clock changed. Good Counsel with the possession. Here comes Lauren Gerald. Josephine Bauer is going to pass it. Now there's a player that Good Counsel wants to have the ball. This referee is really. It's going to be Emily King. Going to have to step out.
That's typically going to be a yellow card when you hit another player on the head.
Yeah.
Even if it was unintentional.
Josephine Bauer worked hard, try to get it in. Now it's really uncharacteristic of Ireton. They haven't made a lot of careless errors like that, or turnovers, I should say, in that fashion.
You know, we've talked a lot about Ireton's offense, but their defense has been really strong. The girls are big, their sticks are high, they're not letting passes through. Their defense has been pretty relentless as well. I don't know if we're giving them enough credit in this game.
Lillian Begley working in. She's going to cut the double team or split the defenders anyways.
That was a great individual effort.
The crowd is just voicing a little bit of displeasure at the frequency of the whistles at this point of the game.
Lillian Begley plays hard.
Yeah.
We've seen her.
I think she's going to take a step and try to, nope, she's going to step it back out.
No, that was a good call to step it out. She didn't have a great shot or a great angle.
That's a penalty.
That's.
Hopefully Gracie's okay.
Oh, well.
It's slippery. They tried to put the brakes on a wet field.
I guess the field hasn't dried out
No.
As crisply
Well,
as we thought.
and the training staff's not wearing cleats. We'll give them a little bit of benefit of the doubt. And then they've tried to put their brakes on because Gracie looks like she's going to be able to go. And on this
Free
set
position
play,
shot.
you want it in her stick, I'm guessing, because she's been one of the best players on the field for the Falcons today.
Oh, that was a nice save by the goalie.
Off stick high. Goalie picked it up.
Ashley Bowen making the stop at point blank range.
Ireton's not afraid to pass that ball around behind the goal. That's for sure. We're now down under 4 minutes to go. Ireton has a 4-goal lead.
Good Counsel's really got to make something happen if they want to stay in this game, and there
This
they
is
did.
their chance.
They caused the turnover,
Lillian Begley.
but you got to finish that.
Another
You
stop.
got to finish that shot.
I think the ball was coming. Ball was coming out when she went to shoot.
Solid defense by Ireton. They were able to close in on the play.
That was pretty impressive defense by Ireton, Ken. It looked like they took out the Good Counsel shooter, and no call.
Ireton back where they're comfortable. The offense setting up behind the goal. Good Counsel, they're forced to play a little bit more aggressive.
And sometimes, Ken, from afar, it looks like when it gets under 2 minutes and you're losing and you want the ball back, it looks like you're just chasing.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I think Good Counsel needs to start double teaming to try to get that ball back because they need a position.
On
And here they're
cue,
going to do
Annie.
it right here.
Ireton's doing great with their spacing. They're making that second defender run a mile to
And
double
this is
team.
just a game of cat and mouse at this point.
Riley Casey working the crease.
Don't forget about the dog.
Great.
Again, Good Counsel missed the slide on Casey. She's taking her defender one-on-one, and she doesn't have any help.
I really thought that she was going to end it right then and there.
Yep.
I thought that would have been the cherry on top. She's been phenomenal all night.
Timeout on the field. Start where you finish. I like that about this game.
Yeah.
Come up, take a knee, get some coaching, and pick it right up. So you say this rule has evolved in the girls' game over the years.
I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think in the college game now, when the whistle blows, you don't have to stand still.
Okay.
Whereas in the high school game, you have.
Gotcha.
They just yelled it up. 2:15.
2 minutes.
2:15 on the clock.
15 seconds.
Teamwork once again.
Love it. We're all in this together.
But this has been a really fun game to watch. I mean, these girls, their skills are incredible. Their athleticism is amazing. And like I said, it's been fun to watch the girls' game evolve over all these years. I didn't pick up a lacrosse stick till I got to high school. And now girls that are 6 and 7 years old are playing
Year-round.
Yeah.
year-round,
Yeah.
travel. And
Well, we consider ourselves the greatest conference in the nation. There is no difference in today's outcome that would change that. You know, these two teams play on such an elite level in the ladies lacrosse game. Girls lacrosse, like we were talking about, has grown and blossomed recently into a gigantic sport. With, like you said, Annie, girls starting at the age of 6. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a team with more talent than I've witnessed out here tonight. There's a reason. I believe Riley Casey signed with Carolina, and she was, what would we say, a freshman or a
freshman in
sophomore?
high
Yeah,
school.
freshman in high school. Man, they've been, it's got to torment them. They've been waiting all this time to get her. She'll be there in due time, but she's still in our conference tonight, and she's putting on a show.
Well, I tell you, 4 goals is a pretty big deficit with 2 minutes left. Has it been done? I'm actually not quite sure.
They don't call him the best color man in the business for nothing, folks. Can you name that movie? That's just a major league for you.
you pulled a major league.
Yeah, pulled a major league. Bob Euchre. We've got to get him involved. 2:15, 4-goal game.
Good Counsel's got to make something happen here.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Four
there's
Ireton
girls.
defenders.
All with the proper angle.
What's going on here?
They're calling a
They're
cross
calling
check.
a push.
Yep.
I mean, one of them did. There's 3 Good Counsel players screaming for the ball.
To her left, Ken.
Yeah.
You are right. Yep, and they got it.
There's Gracie
She has a
attacking.
fast break, and
Do they back it up?
they back it up. They keep possession.
Got to score fast here. You need to get that first of 4 immediately if you're the Falcons.
Well, Ken, what the dagger is, even if they score,
They got to draw.
they just don't have too much luck on the draws lately. Good rebound.
Yes.
No one
Great
told
play
Gracie
by
Smith.
Gracie Smith.
They're down by 4.
Ow.
She's playing an amazing game. Lillian Begley unable to find the person, unable to find anyone but Tess Moore. Tess Moore goes up and high points it.
And this could be the game here if they can maintain possession for the next minute.
We're under a minute to go. Looks like the ref's giving it to Good
And it's
Counsel.
out of bounds, and Good Counsel comes up with it.
All right, here we go. 58 seconds. Let the magic begin.
Bishop Ireton's defense will not stop.
They're going to make their presence felt, and I think they're even okay with these whistles right now. They just want to make sure Good Counsel knows they're not going anywhere.
And another save.
And I think that hit the post,
man.
too.
Ashley Bowen.
Ashley Bowen's had a great game.
I'm not sure what it hit, but it might have hit her
I think
forearm.
I think she stopped it.
I'm going with forearm.
Good Counsel.
Just a matter of seconds now.
30 seconds away for Ireton. They're looking to advance it. That's going to be a dangerous play, head level.
And how many consecutive titles will this be for them?
This will be their 4th consecutive, but 5th out of 6.
Wow.
Congratulations will be in order at the end of this game for a run like that. But let's make sure we pay our proper respect to the Falcons and give them the next 15 seconds of this one.
What I love about both these teams is that the non-conference schedule that they play. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And now, they can both say they got here because of what they've done. Excellent season. Congratulations to all the seniors on the field tonight.
Absolutely. Your 2019 girls lacrosse WCAC champions, the Bishop Ireton Cardinals. We congratulate the Cardinals on just a great year, a great era of Cardinals women's lacrosse. Congratulations to the Good Counsel Falcons on a great season, a great game. They play with a ton of heart. I don't think it takes a seasoned expert to be able to say that the difference in this game early on was Aubrey Williams in the draw and Riley Casey quarterbacking from behind the goal, Annie.
Yep, for sure. I mean, Good Counsel needed to find a way to stop Casey Riley, and they just couldn't shut her down.
Could not shut her down.
I don't know who could, to be honest with you.
It was a classy performance, and it even kind of took away a little bit from what was a fine defense as well from Ireton. They were a complete team today, and certainly on behalf of First Amendment Sports and the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference, congratulations to the Bishop Ireton Cardinals. You are the 2019 Girls Lacrosse Champions. Thank you, Danny Phillips, for joining us on a night of championship lacrosse.
Thank you, and it was a pleasure to be here. And thank you, University of Maryland, for hosting all of us. And Kevin, Ken, Annie, this has been a great night, so thank you.
Absolutely. Annie Hannon, pride of University of Maryland and Ludwig Field, thanks for offering us a little bit of credibility on the Girls Lacrosse Championship. We appreciate you. We could not have done it without you.
Thank you for
That's
having
a fact.
me. It's really fun to be back here and really fun to watch some great lacrosse. So it's been a while since I've seen a high school game, and my guys are little, so they're playing in the youth leagues. But it's truly amazing to see these athletes out there and the skills that they have.
Absolutely. You can envision a lot of these girls playing at the same level you did when you were in college winning national championships for University of Maryland.
Yep.
Kevin Ricka, appreciate you as always.
somehow I feel like this is an empty appreciation because I've done 2 games with you. I've been with you since day one.
Yes, you have.
And you have told both of our guests that they have offered us credibility.
Yeah,
It's not making me feel all that good about things. But
additional credibility.
But I do understand the
Yes.
shtick, and I appreciate it. It's always great doing this with you. Hey, Danny, Annie, you guys both did a great job. You know, I'm telling you, we come here and we act like we're good because we try hard at it. You guys show up one night and knock it out of the park. Much appreciated. Thanks for joining First Amendment Sports tonight. Ken, as usual, thank you, my man.
Absolutely. This was our season finale of our year 1 relationship with the WCAC. We're so happy that we got to cover so many games this year. We will come back better and stronger in year 2, and that will begin in August with football. And
Thanks for not saying bigger there. That was
that's
good.
right. Come on, we're going to be
coming back littler next year.
Yeah, you got a big summer ahead of you, my friend.
Appreciate you, man.
We all do.
Is that
absolutely
littler?
Yeah, little. That's
Smaller? You want to go jogging? I didn't think so. What were you saying, kid?
I just lately I just roll. That's it.
We will be back in a few months. Check us out on Tuesday nights from the basement on the WCAC Spectacular. On behalf of First Amendment Sports, I'm Ken Marangolo. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back.